You have batted at number 4, 2 champion number 4s, going against each other this summer coming up. But with Joe and Steve, what makes them so special?
Yeah, no, both records speak for themselves. I think, firstly I'll start with Joe. I think he just seems to get better and better. I think his thirst for runs is so evident. I think, it was weird thinking, 5-6 years ago that he was the lesser of the 4. And then now he's probably, he's, I'd say personally second behind Steve on what he's achieved. I think, it's unbelievable what he's been doing recently. I think it's, the game he's got himself to. I think he looks like he loves working hard, his technique. I think, he might have got out a certain way, and then you can see quite clearly the next innings he's got a different way to go about it. So I think the adaptability of Joe and the thirst for runs is been very unique, and obviously an amazing career.
And with Steve?
Steve, I think he's so unique. I think he's a guy that you can't try and copy or replicate. I think he's so different in how he goes about cricket. I think he's although his record's amazing, and I feel like some people get caught up in keeping that record, I think he's incredibly selfless for the team as well. I think he reads situations really well. If there's a certain situation where he's on maybe, let's say 80 and he's batting with the last 2, he won't just happy to play for a red ink. I think he's keen to get the team into a great position. I think he's always looking to play for the team, and his skill set is just outrageous. I don't know if it's his hand-eye, his cricket IQ. He's not scared to look silly to get the job done. I don't know what it is, but it's probably the whole package. So, it's an absolute pleasure to play with him.
The baseball phenomena, it's provoked plenty of discussion, some polarising, some love it. What have you made of the whole thing and its, I suppose, place in cricket over the last few years? It's certainly been interesting and entertaining at the same time. I think, how they're playing the game is awesome to watch, that's for sure. I think, it catches you off guard at times, it puts pressure back on you. It makes the game move forward, that's for sure. Certainly it's been really cool to watch. It's had its hit and miss with success. I think that's always going to come with being aggressive. It can catch you off guard and it can really blow you out the water, but also on a flat wicket that you probably couldn't get a wicket, it really brings you back in the game. So I think there's definitely a happy medium there, but there's no real happy medium with how they're playing. I think they're the way they communicate with each other in the media, I think it really doubles down on that. So you never not quite sure if you should be aggressive or not. I think it's quite clear. So I think that's probably what I respect about it, is that there's just a clear communication between all of them. That's the way they're going to play, and probably just accept the consequences if it doesn't quite go right. What have you learned about yourself over the last... Have you learned more about yourself over the last sort of 12 months than what you had in the 25 or so years previous? Or are there different phases through that?
No, I think they're just different chapters of my life. I think certainly the last 6 months that I had off, I think was a great time to just reflect. Because when you're caught in the bubble, you're just worried about how your last innings went, what's coming up. You get quite disjointed with reality is not the right word, but kind of. You get really caught in thinking about yourself as a cricketer. So it's nice. It was really nice. The silver lining of being injured was to get away from it and really remember what you're like as a person. Remember what a normal day-to-day life looks like, even though, being injured isn't normal. But coming back to who am I as a person was awesome. So to reconnect with that was really special. a bit of time away from the game is also going to refresh you. So that's certainly what I felt like the last few months. I just wanted to be slightly more different on tour, enjoy it a bit more. I think, when you first start, you don't know where you sit, where you fit in the team. You don't know how you're going to go about it. You just want to make one score and you're happy, and then you get that one score and then you want more. So I think, just finding a right way to go about it. I think they're just different chapters. Going back to your question, I think, the first 20 years of your life, you're at school, you're pretty happy going about day-to-day life, and then the next minute you're in the Test cricket team in front of the media playing all three formats. I think it's a pretty aggressive switch in your life, and the silver lining of getting injured was to reset.
Well, and we talked about the West Australia and how Perth is where you are, and knowing it's so beautiful. What were you doing in those 6 months? Were you going to the cafe at City Beach? Were you going down to Colt? What did you do? Were you reading? Like, did you go to the? I mean, I guess it was over summer, so you weren't going to the footy. But what did you do through that sort of that time?
Yeah, I think I was just trying not to make any plans. So I absolutely love going to cafes, just wasting a few hours really relaxing, kind of catching up on relaxation time that you don't have when you're on tour. You don't really have a time to think. You're either playing a game or you're flying to the next place straight away, and then you're training, then you're playing again. So I think I'd try to make no plans. If I wanted to watch the cricket, I'd watch the cricket. If I didn't want to that day, I didn't feel obliged to. If I had a few relationships just to build upon with friends and family that you don't spend much time with. So just catching up with those people that mean the most to you, I think it was really important, because it does become tough when you're on tour all the time just to keep those relationships up. So I had a great time. It makes you really appreciate what you have achieved, because when you're in the moment you don't quite realise that. So that's basically what I did.
And was it, again, did you get the chance to go down south? Did you go to Roto? Like, did you do those sort of things which you wouldn't have had a chance since you were a kid?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, certainly. No, I was able to go down south, get engaged, which was nice. I think, we wouldn't have had enough time to organise it, so I think it was a beautiful time to do it. Happy things come out of a tougher time. But to be fair, I was in the gym 2 or 3 times a week. So
which were at UWA or at cricket at the Wacker?
At the Wacker. Yeah. So going back in there, reconnecting with the Wacker guys. I had a great time just over summer. Best time to obviously be home. Try and go down south, make a few more plans with partners or family. It was a great summer, but at the same time you do miss what the guys are doing. They had a really successful summer. There's certain things you don't miss about it, but I certainly miss the guys. So it was nice, lovely to be back with them.
And last one, the summer ahead, the prospects of an Ashes series at home and starting in WA. Like, it's. I know it's been the last 2 years, but this is a big moment for Optus Stadium and for WA as well.
Yes, certainly. Firstly, hosting the first test of a series is such a high honour, but for it to be an Ashes test, I think, is unbelievable for Perth. I think, you look back to all the great moments that have happened on the first day of Test cricket, and they've, from my recent memory, they've all been at the Gabba. I think the Gabba's done such a great job, and it's an absolute honour for Perth to have that, hopefully for the foreseeable future, and make it their own. I hope the crowds come out. I hope it's a great spectacle, and which I'm sure it will be. I think, Perth, the government, realise what a great opportunity it is for this to happen in Perth. I'm looking forward to it.